Hey, what is going on YouTube? It's Youey with another Albion Online guide. In this video, I want to show you guys how to solo static bosses after that Hellion Jacket nerf on July 2023. Now, there's a couple of tricks to each boss, so make sure you guys hang around for the video as I'll be sharing some of these tricks throughout the boss fights. In this video, I will illustrate the build to kill these bosses and how it works, and also the build you should be using to roam around the dungeon. While I do think you can do this solo, this content is really meant for groups and would be easier and cheaper to do so. But as you know, I'm a big fan of high risk means high rewards, and you've probably seen my videos of 22 million legendary chests, which is why I still do these. Now, before we get started, I would appreciate you guys smashing that like button and subscribing if you're not already subscribed. We have lots to cover, so let's get into it. Thank you guys so much for clicking this video and trying to learn. I'm going to be making so many more guides out there, more back to basic guides as well for you newbies. But to help you guys out right now, what I'm doing is I'm giving away one whole month of premium, which is equivalent to about 22 million silver in game. So make sure you don't miss out. All you got to do is smash the like button, hit that sub, so be subscribed, and comment in the description below !premium. Don't spell it wrong. Now, the first and foremost, the build we will be using to kill these bosses are Shoes of Tenacity with Refreshing Sprint, second, Mercenary Jacket on Bloodlust, Spectre Hood or Assassin Hood to reset your cooldowns, especially the jacket as it's a whopping 1 whole minute cooldown. Number 4, your Druidic Staff with Thorns on your Q, Protection of Nature on your W, and Spiritual Seed as your E, which obviously you can't change, and your passive on Calmness. Now, number 5 is going to be your Muzak, Torch, or a Mistcaller, whichever offhand you want to choose from those. And if you're running a Muzak, make sure you guys run Energetic on your passive, and make sure your food and potions, you're running Roast Pork, either 0.1, or flat could work as well, depends on your spec. And potions, obviously poisons, or some bosses would be easier to actually use Gig Potions. In terms of cape, you can either use, Demon Cape if you've got Energetic on your passive, or if you're having energy issues, obviously you can go Limhurst Cape. Now, before we get into the dungeon, let's go over our skip set. Number 1, of course, you need your Shoes of Tenacity with Blind Spot. You're going to use that all over the whole freaking dungeon. Number 2 is your Assassin Jacket on Ambush. Number 3, any cowl that you desire. All of them have knockback ability. Number 4 is a Bloodletter, Q on Deadly Swipe, W on Throwing Blades, and passive on Deep Cuts. And of course your offhand on Taproot, and your potions and consumables, Soup, and Invisibility Potions. Now that we've got our builds, let's understand how to kill these bosses and how the build works. So the build is fairly simple. It's nature, which means it's about sustainability and lasting the fight versus bull rushing the fight like you would with the Cursed Staff build. Now, you've got your Q Thorns, which do the damage. The more auto attacks you do, the more damage you'll deal. So make sure you guys absolutely auto attack as much as possibly can. Then you've got your W and E to heal you, as well as your jacket. Then your boots on Refreshing Sprint, Assassin Hood, or Spectre Hood to reset your spells. And it's that simple. Literally, it's so simple to do. Now, probably the hardest thing about this is actually your positioning and maneuvering around the bosses, which again, with these bosses, I will show you how to do. The dungeon I'm going to be illustrating with is the T7 Undead dungeon. I generally do T7 and T8, so this build works for both. The reason why I do these is obviously higher rewards, higher possibility of getting 8-3, 8-4s, etc. And that's why I do T7 and T8 dungeons versus T6 and below. But again, if you're just starting out, I would recommend you do it at a lower level, get a handle of these bosses, then move up to the big boys. Let's go into the bosses. Now, the first boss I want to show you guys is probably the easiest boss you can kill because all its spells are avoidable, and that is the Sword Boss. The Sword Boss has 3 main spells. Number 1, the Cleave. This gives you a debuff on yourself, and it's pretty much like a Pierce. The more stacks you have, the bigger Pierce you get. Number 2 is the Spectre Jacket. It's a ton of damage. You want to avoid this at all cost. Number 3 is the Splitting Slash. Also, get out of this, because what happened to me before is I would get splitting slash, I would get rooted, and he would combo me with a Spectre Jacket and I would die. So definitely try to avoid the splitting slash. Again, like I said, this boss is probably the easiest boss just because all the spells are avoidable. They're so slow, they're so easy to run away from. So just focus and avoid those spells.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until...
Now, the second boss I want to show you guys is the Mage Boss. This is probably the second easiest boss to kill. A little more harder as it spawns these minions and they kind of chase you around the whole map, but they also hit you, which stacks and pierces you, similar to the sword boss. But this boss is also easy because you can find an open space to run around and not get hit by these mobs. All you got to do is check your pathing and go around while auto attacking and resetting your HP.
Feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me.
Lastly, the third boss is the Archer. This is probably the hardest boss that you can do in the dungeon. Similar playstyle, but you want to avoid 3 out of the 4 spells, making it a very hard fight. The spells you want to avoid are, number 1, the longbow looking circles on the ground. There's kind of be like mini pancakes on the ground. Definitely avoid those. Number 2, the channel longbow looking spell. I don't know what the spells are called, so we're going to say looking spell. Basically, it stuns you. Get out of it. Number 3 is going to be the deadly spell, which is the cone channel spell that looks like a bow Q. This does a lot of damage and also poisons. Now, the 4th spell it does, which you can't really avoid it because in this build we don't have an interrupt and you can't really dodge roll every single one of them, is that Q, well, it's kind of like the bow Q poison spell. Again, you can't really avoid that one, so just eat it and heal up, okay? As long as you avoid the other 3 spells, you should be fine for the battle. Now, to beat all these bosses, you really have to work on positioning yourself. That's what's going to really matter in these fights.
Even your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over.
Now that I've shown you guys how to kill these bosses, go ahead and try them out. Again, this content is for the advanced player. This is definitely not for your average Joe, so make sure you have enough money to die, because guess what? You will die. This is group content. You're going to have lots of groups in there. You're going to have groups of rats running around trying to kill you. So just make sure that you know, you're well aware that you will probably die, but you might also get lucky and kill bosses and make millions of silver like me. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash that like button, hit that sub again if you haven't already, and boys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test. I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me? And will you get bored of killing me?
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me, respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe, I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta
Cause I
struggle
don't
through
give
the
a fuck
sewer.
what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all.
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night,
And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe